tonight of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth.
Over the time, holy divine, moments aligned, better than wine. Over the time, holy divine, moments alive. Got a lot of stress and a lot of pain, but we all alive and we all okay. It's a holiday, it's a holiday. Thank God for the holidays. Got a lot of stress and a lot of pain, but we all alive and we all okay. It's a holiday, it's a holiday. Thank God for the holidays. All the time, what child is this? Whose crown is this? On the ground I live, falling on my knees, giving everything to the King of Kings. What child is this? Whose crown is this? On the ground I live, falling on my knees, giving everything to the King of Kings. What child is this? Whose crown is this? On the ground I live, falling on my knees, giving everything to the King of Kings.
How do you mend a broken world? Give it a gift it could never earn. Pour out a love that it don't deserve. Send it a son and a savior. It was a silent night, a holy night. All was calm and all was bright around young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Hush, hush, I hear the clouds speak, sing of His glory, singing hush, hush. I see the sky part showing the Father's heart, singing hush, hush. I see the stars fall, heaven is smiling down, saying hush, hush. Making my wrongs right, bringing me life on a Saturday night. On a Saturday night. How do you repay the gift of life? What's the return on His sacrifice? 'Cause silver and gold won't suffice, no, no. So I'm giving my heart as my reply. It was a silent night, a holy night. All was calm.
It's the advent of Cyber 2023, and we are on a mission to save Christmas. McReady, you are going down. I have the THM Army with me. Let's go. Yeah. I'm a Papa Shell, but not what you think. Who am I root? Make it dead a leg sink. We are on a mission, we're here to save Christmas. McGreedy's going down, forget about the riches. Rumors gone around, McSkitty's got snitches. It's an insider threat, and everyone's suspicious. Recon McRed is hunting down a witness. He says he needs our help, so power on your system. Get your black hoodie, boot up the attack box. Hackers come together and take command of the SOC. It's the THM army. McGreedy will get caught from the 0x1 all the way up to the gods. And it is time. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my live stream. My name is Tyler Ramsby. We are on a mission to save Christmas, and what we are doing is every single night through the month of December, we are working through TryHackMe's Advent of Cyber challenges. I am going live on Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube right now, as I have been every single night so far around this time, which is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we are going through each one of these days one by one. Now, for those who might be new, I just want to remind you, I do not prep this ahead of time. I go into this on purpose blind. I don't look at the room ahead of time besides launching the machines. So you can get my real and raw and first reaction. You can see silly mistakes that I make, and we can kind of work through this room together. So hey everyone, thank you again for taking the time to be here. Want to say a special hello. Looking over at chat, we got I'm Rye though. Congrats on the promotion. Thank you, my friend. Reckless Gizmo. What's up, dude? We got Z and Zach over on YouTube, and I'm sure many other people who haven't commented anything. I do want to share, guys, a few cool things. I already shared some cool things yesterday, but look, I have my next official TryHackMe machine. It'll be coming out soon as an official release on TryHackMe, but it is ready for beta testing. So if you want to try out another machine created originally by me, you can access it in one of two ways. In the Rhino Security Labs Discord, check the announcement there. I have instructions there on how you can get to it, or the Work Smarter Discord, check it there and you can access it there. If you're not part of one of those two communities, well, you should be. I don't have the time to drop the invite link in the chat right now, but if you go to my YouTube page, go to my videos, you'll often see invite links to those communities on there. Go to my LinkedIn, scroll through that, you'll find it. But Rhino Security Labs Discord, Work Smarter Discord, I have all the information there. I just released it today, and so would love if you can get root, and I'm planning on making changes to that machine based on your feedback. So if you do attempt it, let me know how it goes. Let me know what you think is easy or difficult or confusing or fun, and would love to hear from you guys. So without any further ado, Z said, I want to join your Discord. Okay, I'll take the time real quick. Let me grab, I need to open Discord before I share my screen. I will drop a link to, oh my goodness, Discord's updating. We'll see. Oh, it's already done. I will drop an invite link real quick in all the chats to join Discord. Hold up. Let me go right click, invite, copy. There's that one. Okay, I dropped it in all the chats. That's the Work Smarter one. And now let me grab the Rhino Discord as well. You should join both of them. All right, one more. One more invite link I'm going to drop in all the chats. This is for the Rhino Security Labs Discord. You can get access to my brand new TryHackMe machine through either one of those Discords. All right, now have that all closed out. All right, now that I took the time to drop those invites for you guys, check out that room. Let me know your thoughts. See if you can root it. I would say it's right at a medium level difficulty for a TryHack machine. Maybe like kind of verging on hard. I would still say medium, but it's right on that line of becoming hard. But if you do get stuck, want some hints, DM me. Would be happy to give you hints. But I will just say it's a very much realistic scenario, not a silly CTFE decrypt 15 codes, a very realistic way of boot to root compromising a web server. So give it a shot. Would love to hear your thoughts on that. Without any further ado now, let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's dive into day 13. To the pots and through the walls, we're going to learn all about intrusion detection. So here's the story. The proposed merger and suspicious activities have kept all teams busy and engaged. So that the best festival company's systems are safeguarded in the future against malicious attack, McSkitty assigns the B team, led by Mick Honeybell, to research and investigate mitigation and proactive security. The team's efforts will be channeled into the company's defensive security processes. We are part of that team, a security researcher tasked with gathering information on defense and mitigation efforts. So what are we going to learn about? Well, first, we'll learn to understand incident analysis through the Diamond model. We will identify defensive strategies that can be applied to the Diamond model. And finally, we'll learn to set up firewall rules in a honeypot as defensive strategies. I already started my attack box. I think I started the VM. Okay, cool. I did start the VM, and we should be good there. So launch the virtual machine, blah, blah. We can SSH. Just go ahead and SSH here. Once again, if you're new, the attack box is the browser-based VM. You can also use your own VM and use OpenVPN to connect. But I am trying to make this accessible to everyone, so I'm just using the browser-based attack box. If you have that open, you can just click terminal right here. We'll make that big. We will go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better. And we're going to use SSH, also known as Secure Shell, to connect remotely to this machine. And the way we're going to do that is we're first going to type our protocol of SSH, and then our username, which right there is Van Twinkle, and then our IP, 10.10.48.104. Now, if you're following along, your IP will be different. This is your machine IP when you start the machine. We will say yes, and then our password is Twinkle Star. All right, we have access to the machine, and we're a sudo user. Beautiful. Introduction. Intrusion detection and prevention is a critical component of cybersecurity aimed at identifying and mitigating threats. When set up early, intrusion detection becomes a proactive security measure. However, in our story, the Best Festival Company has to develop ways to improve their security given the magnitude of the recent breaches. In this epic task, we will embark on a thrilling journey through fundamental concepts, detection strategies, and the application of the Diamond model of intrusion analysis and defensive security. Yeah, get your seatbelts on. Sounds exciting. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Looks like so far so good. Z said he joined the community. Awesome. Hey, thank you for joining. Glad to have you there. Tag me in the welcome or the intro and let me know that you're there. All right, incident analysis. Consider the cyber threat events that have recently taken place within the Best Festival Company and Antarctic Crafts. We have identified clues and artifacts, but we're yet to piece them together to lead us to the attacker. We need a framework to profile the attacker, understand their moves, and help us strengthen our defenses. The Diamond model, that's what we're going to talk about, hence the Diamond, victim, capabilities, adversary, infrastructure. The Diamond model is a security analysis framework that seasoned professionals use to unravel the mysteries of adversarial operations and identify the elements used in an intrusion. It comprises 4 core facets interconnected to form a well-orchestrated blueprint of the attacker's plans. We have the adversary, the victim, the infrastructure, and capability. We'll wield the knowledge we gained from the previous days of Advent of Cyber to unlock the secrets hidden within these core features. So our adversary, that guy with the black hoodie on. In our exciting storyline, we have discovered a suspected insider threat causing trouble within the Best Festival Company and interfering with the proposed merger with Antarctic Crafts. This individual, who we'll call the adversary operator, is not just an ordinary troublemaker. They are the clever attackers or malicious threat actors responsible for cyber attacks or intrusions. Adversary operators can be an individual or an entire organization aimed to disrupt the operations of another. But that's not the only type of adversary. The adversary customer is another intriguing player in this grand scheme. They are the one who reaps the rewards from the cyber attack and can consolidate the efforts of various adversary operators. Picture this: a collection of adversaries working together to orchestrate the widespread security breaches, just like the anemic APT, Advanced Persistent Threat Groups, which are often nation-state actors. Victim: this is none other than the target of the adversary's wicked intentions. It could be a single individual or a domain or an entire organization with multiple network and data assets. The Best Festival Company finds itself at the mercy of these adversaries, and we must shield them from further harm. Infrastructure, right there. Every adversary needs tools. They require software or hardware to execute their malicious objectives. Infrastructure represents the physical and logical interconnections an adversary employs. Our story takes an interesting twist as we uncover the USB drive that Tracy McGreedy cunningly plugged in, disrupting Santa's meticulously crafted plans. But beware! Adversarial infrastructure can be owned and controlled by adversaries or even intermediaries like service providers. Capability, right there. what capabilities these adversaries have, what skills, tools, and techniques they employ. Here, we shine a light on the tactics, the techniques, and the procedures, or the TTPs, that shape adversaries' devious endeavors. Intruders or adversaries may employ various tactics, techniques, or procedures for malicious activities. Some of these include phishing, right? We all know phishing emails, exploiting vulnerabilities, things like SQL injection, social engineering, psychological tactics. You're not pwning systems, you're pwning people. Malware attacks, viruses, worms, and ransomware. Insider threat, that's like McGreedy. And finally, denial of service attacks to overwhelm a target system with excessive traffic or request. The defensive diamond model. But fear not, for we shall not be mere observers in this cosmic battle. We will harness the power of diamond model's components, particularly capability and infrastructure, for our defensive endeavors. We will forge the best festival company into a formidable defender, no longer a hapless victim. I like it. I'm already inspired by this. Defensive capability. It is said that defense is the best offense. Isn't offense the best defense? Oh well, doesn't matter. In the quest for protection against adversaries, the best festival company must equip itself with powerful defensive capabilities. Two key elements of this are threat hunting and vulnerability management. Threat hunting is a proactive and iterative process led by skilled security professionals like you to actively search for signs of malicious activities or security weaknesses in the organization's network systems. And the big thing here is active. You're not waiting for it. You are hunting it down. This is kind of like what John Hammond does in his day job, Matt Kiley, Huntress. That's their whole thing. Organizations can detect adversaries early in their attack cycle by conducting regular threat hunts. Threat hunters analyze behavioral patterns, identify advanced threats, and improve incident response. Developing predefined hunting playbooks and fostering collaboration among teams ensures a systematic and efficient approach to threat hunting. Vulnerability management. This is actually what I did in my last job. Before I was a pen tester, I did vulnerability management at a big bank. Vulnerability management is a structured process of identifying, assessing, prioritizing, mitigating, and monitoring vulnerabilities in organization systems and applications. Regular vulnerability scanning helps identify weaknesses that adversaries could exploit. What we did is we would run Nessus scans regularly against our entire infrastructure, and then we would identify like the highest risk, highest vulns, and then we would seek to remove those from our environment. So one example, one of the things that we had in our environment was unquoted service paths, a very common way to elevate your privileges on a Windows system. So I wrote a PowerShell script that would not remove it, but it would just put quotes around unquoted service paths, and then deployed that using SCCM, which allows you to deploy scripts to the entire AD environment. And with one script, single-handedly fix unquoted service paths on thousands of machines. So that's kind of what vulnerability management looks like. Prioritizing vulnerabilities based on their severity and potential impact, promptly patching or remediating vulnerabilities, and maintaining an up-to-date asset inventory is essential. Continuous monitoring, integration with threat intelligence feeds, and periodic pen testing further strengthen the organization's security posture. But if you're watching this and you need a pen test, you know who to call. Rhino Security Labs, the greatest pen testing team around. Meanwhile, reporting and accountability provide visibility into security efforts. By integrating threat hunting and vulnerability management, organizations can proactively defend against adversaries, detect threats early, and reduce the attack surface. These defensive capabilities form a solid foundation for incident response and ensure the best possible defense for the best festival company. Defensive infrastructure. The best festival company will construct their bastion of defense, fortified with tools and infrastructure to repel cyber attacks. Layer upon layer of hardware and software shall be deployed, ranging from intrusion defense and prevention systems to robust anti-malware solutions. The objective is to impede attackers by limiting their options to predetermined paths and disrupting their malicious actions with increased noise. Okay, I'm going to kind of jump through some of this. So, the firewall. We all probably have an idea of what a firewall is. I believe, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I think the original term of a firewall comes from a car. That if a car starts on fire, there's a firewall that stops it from getting it into the vehicle. Someone who knows cars better than me, let me know. But I think that's the original, like, where the word firewall comes from. So we have three, or more than three, but we have stateless and packet filtering. This provides the most straightforward functionality by inspecting and filtering individual network packets based on a set of rules that would point to a source or destination IP address, ports, or protocols. Here's the big thing with stateless and packet filtering: it doesn't consider any context of each connection when making decisions and effectively blocks denial of service attacks and port scans. Stateful inspection: this is most of your enterprise level firewalls. This is more sophisticated. It is used to track the state of a network connection and use this information to make filtering decisions. For example, if a packet being channeled to the network is part of an established connection, the stateful firewall will let it pass through. However, this packet will be blocked if it's not part of an established connection. We have a proxy service. This protects the network by filtering messages at the application layer, providing deep packet inspection. We have a web application firewall that protects web apps from SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and denial of service attacks. I always encourage organizations, though, don't only rely on this, because although they are a good defense, remember defense in depth, you can always bypass a web application firewall given enough time. Next generation firewall. This firewall combines the functionalities of the stateless, stateful, and proxy firewalls. This is actually what I meant by it. This is what most enterprise firewalls will be, such as intrusion detection and prevention and content filtering. For the remainder of this task, we'll focus on one application of a stateful inspection firewall in the form of the uncomplicated firewall, UFW, built into Linux. Our ID professional said this: according to Wiki, the term firewall originally referred to a wall intended to confine a fire within a line of adjacent buildings. Oh, so buildings. Later uses refer to similar structures, such as the metal sheet separating the engine compartment of a vehicle, that's what I'm thinking of, or aircraft from the passenger compartment. So that's the origin of firewalls. Nerdy, interesting stuff, at least to me. All right, so configuring firewalls to block traffic. Van Twinkle knows that the uncomplicated firewall is a default on Ubuntu host, and she decides to use it for this experiment. Initially, it's turned off by default, so we can check the status by running the command below. So sudo ufw status. I forgot, it's like sprinkles or twinkle star or something weird. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go do this. Sudo su. And we're just going to do this root so it doesn't prompt me anymore, because YOLO. Okay, so UFW status. It is inactive, so we need to turn it on. And so we're going to do that by doing allow outgoing and deny incoming, which you can imagine. If we consider what that means, we want to allow outgoing traffic. If we don't do that, we can't visit web servers or anything like that. And we want to deny incoming traffic that doesn't already have a connection. So we'll do UFW default allow outgoing. There we go. UFW default deny incoming. Whoops, if I can type. Okay, there we go. Blah, blah. Additionally, we can add modifier delete rules by specifying an IP address, port number, service number, or protocol. In this example, we could add a rule to allow legitimate incoming connections at port 22, which should allow connectivity via SSH. We should get 2 confirmation messages indicating the rule has been implemented. So we'll do that. Sudo UFW allow 22 TCP. There we go. Rules updated. Firewalls can get more complex, incorporating specific IPs, subnets, or even specific network interfaces. So if we want to deny all traffic from there, which that's a local IP, of course, but if we were doing, let's say, the internet, you might deny traffic from certain countries or blocks of IPs that are known for spam. So that's where this might come in handy. So sudo, well, you don't need to do sudo, we're already root. UFW deny from 192.168.100.25. And now we can deny on a specific interface at the 0. And on at the 0 from 192.168.100.26. All right, once we've added our rules, we can enable this service and check the rule set. It shouldn't, because we allowed it, so we're gonna YOLO it. Yep, I assume we were good. If we did not enable SSH and then just did that, it would kick us out of SSH, because of course it wouldn't allow that connection in. Z said he joined Rhino. Oh, the Rhino Discord, awesome, dude. Rhino is an incredible team of people. I'm honored to be there, truly. I don't want to say that. It's a cool spot. And now if we want to check our status, we can do UFB status verbose. And you can see we have port 22. We allow in from anywhere. So any IP with access to this machine can SSH in. We have anywhere and to deny this IP and then this IP on this specific interface. And then we have allow in again v6. Cool. What happens if the rules are incorrectly configured? Well, we can reset the firewall and revert to its default state and be able to configure the rules fresh. Sudo UFW reset. There we go. Honeypot. Well, this is another intriguing piece of infrastructure in the world of defensive security. Picture a trap laid for the attackers, a mirage of vulnerability tempting them away from the true treasures. Behold, the honeypot. A honeypot is a cybersecurity mechanism, a masterful deception. It represents itself as an alluring target. So here's the whole idea. We can kind of picture what a honeypot is. You make it look like a vulnerable SQL server or whatever it is. So you not only waste the attacker's time, but you track their movement. And you know there's someone in your network before they know you're onto them, right? The whole part of defense is being one step ahead of that attacker. We can classify into two main types: low interaction. These mimic simple systems like web servers or databases that gather intelligence, etc., and high interaction. They take deception to new heights, emulating complex systems like OS and networks. They collect meticulous details on attacker behavior and study their techniques to exploit vulnerabilities. To demonstrate how to set up a honeypot, we'll use a tool called PentiBox, which I've never done before, which has already been installed in the VM under that. Launch the tool via the directory demonstrated below, select option 2 for network tools, and follow the option 3 to install the honeypot. Would be interesting having a try hacking machine where there's an actual honeypot on it. So we will go ahead and change to PentBox. All right, there we are. And it looks like it's a Ruby script, RB. All right, launch the tool via the directory, select option 2 for network tools, option 3 to install the honeypot. Bruh, I am root. I am literally, guys, the root user. Whatever. All right, I'll sudo, even though I'm the root user, and that doesn't make any sense, but that's fine. Oh my, does it not like me running as root? Silly thing. Must not like me doing my cool root trick. Twinkle. Oh, it didn't even prompt me for creds. Oh, because I already had a sudo token. Yeah, okay, we good. Guys? Can someone tell me what is going on here? The honeypot. Guys, the honeypot itself is a honeypot. It doesn't work. Oh, no, it's not telling me I'm not root. It's just saying you have to do it. Ah, that's what's confusing me, guys. I thought it was telling me you're not root, so you have to run this with root privileges. No, it's just saying it has to be run with root privileges. Silly. Okay. I got you. Your error message just confused me. The honeypot honeypotted my mind. When we select the option to set up, we can choose to set up an auto configuration or manual, blah, blah. Log data. With the active honeypot, we can attempt to connect to the VM by navigating to an attack box browser. You should see the custom message captured by the honeypot. Once connected, the intrusion will trigger an alert on the honeypot, and a log will be created. So we're going to go ahead and open port 8080. False message to show Santa has gone for the holidays. Tough luck. Yeah, let's save a log with intrusions. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Okay, I've never actually played around with the honeypot. So let's honeypot ourselves. If I get the IP, oh my goodness. Santa's gone for the holidays. Tough luck. Okay, cool. Come on, attack box. So there's our intrusion attempt detected, and it's giving us all the information there. We have the IP of our attacker, which is us, the port that we were trying to connect on, and then of course where our honeypot is sitting at. After learning about firewalls and honeypots, Van Tinkle puts his knowledge into practice and sets up a simple website to be hidden behind some firewall rules. You can deploy the firewall rules by executing the Van Twinkle rules SH script within the home Van Twinkle directory. Your task is to update the firewall rules to expose the website to the public and find a hidden flag. Okay. Well, I really do like that honeypot stuff. I have to incorporate that in the Try Hack Me machine, and we'll just call it hard and have everybody cry with all this crazy honeypot stuff. Let's go ahead and set up. Oh, so we're going to deploy it and then update. So the rules themselves aren't going to allow the outside to connect. I got you. It better not kick me off SSH though. Okay, so let's go ahead and do sudo su UFW status. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we are allowing traffic on port 80 from anywhere and port 22 from anywhere, but we're denying traffic on 21, which is FTP. We're denying traffic here, which might be a web server, here, which might be a web server. Allow, deny, deny, deny. I'm guessing the web server might be running on one of these. What processes do we have running here? Well, I'm guessing we just need to open those ports. It's going to be one of those two ports. And that one's TCP, so I'm guessing it's going to be that one. So it should be as simple as UFW allow 8090 TCP. Pretty sure that's all we have to do. Let's see if I'm right. I'm right, I think. Is there a flag here? Or maybe it's the other port. Santa's blah blah. Here it is. All right, what firewall command is used to block traffic? It's just disable, isn't it? No, stop. I don't know why I'm blanking on this. Yeah, disables the firewall. Deny, that's what I'm thinking of. What are our two main infrastructure focuses? Let me minimize this. What are our two main infrastructure focuses? Answer format, answer 1 and answer 2. Two main infrastructure focuses. Physical and logical or something? Software or hardware? No. Maybe it's software and hardware. Okay. What are our two infrastructure focuses? Maybe I'm misunderstanding their question. Blah, blah, adversary. Physical and logical, right? Infrastructure represents physical and logical interconnections that an adversary employs. Our story takes an interesting twist as we uncover the USB drive. Guys, am I just reading their question wrong? What are our two main infrastructure focuses? Is it just this way, logical and physical? Okay. All right, guys, what am I reading wrong about this question? Is that what they mean? Firewalls and honeypots? Oh, that's what Reckless Gizmo said. Okay. I was thinking more like, if anyone from Try Hack Me is watching, the only suggestion would be to say defensive infrastructure focuses. I was thinking, what are we defending? Is logical and physical, or is it the attacker we're trying to stop? What defensive capabilities used to actively search for signs? That'd be threat hunting. What security model? That's the diamond model. Boom. Boom. Deny firewall. Z was answering over in YouTube. Sorry, I try to figure it out myself before I look at the answers or the hints from other people. All right, well, we got it. That is everything today, folks, for what day are we on? Day 13. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. I don't think so. All is good. Well, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed day 13. I'm on what streak am I on? I'm on a 23-day Try Hack Me streak. That's what I'm talking about. So guys, thank you again for taking the time to hang out with me. I will be back same place, same time tomorrow evening, and we will dive into day 14. I think day 14 might be created by my friend Amoeba Man, but I could be wrong. One of his rooms is coming up soon, and all of his stuff is really excellent. So hey guys, thank you for being here. Hope you learned something through the process. I know I did. My favorite thing was learning about how to actually deploy Honeypot on a Linux server. That was pretty cool. So thank you to Try Hack Me. Thank you to the creator of this room. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.